Everyone, Isaac here from Norweld. So behind me is our 300 series. So this is Jamie, our managing director's car. It's a vehicle we put together for him late last year as a bit of a we had a 200 series. We decided that the 300 was a great platform. We needed one for ourselves. What Creative are doing, what Pro Touring are doing, both, aligned partners with what we do within the tray and canopy space. So what better way than to highlight that product than have one ourselves. So rather than me walk around the car and talk about it, we'll jump in, we'll go for a drive and show you what all the fuss is about. Why the 300 is such a cool car, such a great ride, and really suited to the family touring vehicle. Come on, let's go. This one's a VX, so we got the 800mm extension done by Creative Conversions. Caleb from Pro Touring took delivery of the vehicle, went through, did the JMax Alpha upgrade on that. ROH wheels, I think we've got Nittos on this one. GME radio, diesel power unlimited in Mackay, did the tune on it. We've done other few bits and pieces on it. Really nice car, really suits what Jamie wants to do with it. He's not all about bush bash and full drive. This car's driven a fair bit, tows a lot, and it's a really good all-rounder for what we use it for. Demo vehicle, customer ferry, Jamie's daily drive. So let's go for a blast and see what you reckon. Out of the box, these things go pretty well. You don't really need to tune them, I don't think. Good mate's built one at the moment. I told him just to keep it standard, but this one's got a bit of work done. So being 800mm extension, it's a big car. It's long, it's wide, but sounds pretty good. And then, one of the concerns with extended LandCruisers is turning circles. So I'm gonna pull up here, I'll swing around. This is a double lane road. I'll swing it around. I'll get this one bite, I reckon. So it's still fairly practical in day to day. Like we're driving through an industrial estate near Cairns, near our main factory. Plenty of room to turn around, but in the bush tracks, yeah, you might have to take a couple of stabs at getting it around a tight bend, but the comfort and the luxury, I like it. With the tray and canopy on this one, so Deluxe Plus tray, 1986 long. It's got the front toolboxes, the rear toolboxes, the flared guards. Got obviously camera, radar, rear-verse sensors all relocated as part of the installation package. We've got long range tank in this vehicle as well, coupled with the 33-inch tyres. It's just a nice all-rounder. Canopy-wise, we went the Deluxe Light 1740. So this is a new model we did with Justin from Trippin' a Van. So we did his 200 series and then he come back to me and I said, look, let's do a new build. And he said, oh, but I really like that compact look that you got. You had it on the Bull, you've run it on a couple of other cars. How do I get one of them? I said, well, how about we build you one? So we used to build them 1900 long, so the back of the canopy and the back of the tray are flush. Justin's, we pulled it back to 1740, so it's a standard dual cab length, and then Jamie spec'd the same thing. So Justin's got the Deluxe canopy, this one's the Deluxe Light, drop down fridge slide, it's got the Eco X gear speaker in it, plenty of space on the driver's side for storage, expedition boxes, outboard motor, extra fridges, all that sort of stuff. Heaps of room there to really just fill that canopy up with gear. 1740 long, still a pretty good canopy. It's not too short, not too small. It's just enough to do what it needs to do. You don't, the bigger the canopy, the more stuff you put in it, the closer you'll get to hitting payload quicker. So if you're towing, be mindful of that when you are building your vehicle. Like if you can get away with a basic or a Deluxe Light canopy, go for it. Like there's no need to go all in just because someone else has told you that you need to go all in. Wiring wise, we went to the Enerdrive Extreme package with the 200 amp hour upgrade. So we've got 400 amps of lithium now in that vehicle. Simarine display panels there, got the core lights, Anderson plugs, Anderson inlet from the charge off the car into the canopy. And then we've got the DC, 12 volt outlet for a rooftop tent and then solar input as well. Obviously cigarette, angle sockets, Anderson plugs inside to run all your fridges and other various bits and pieces. Driving this car in traffic, you wouldn't know it's substantially longer. It's a really nice car. Sits on the road good. Bull 79, yeah, it was extended, it was auto, it was on portals, but this thing comfort-wise is just, yeah, it smokes it in regards to that. But the Bull got a lot of stairs, so it's sort of, you can be a lot more comfortable, but you won't get stared at as much. Performance-wise, we've done snorkel, airbox, exhaust, slight remap, just give it a bit of a tickle, just to get some slightly increased fuel economy, a bit more power for towing, nothing over the top. We've done some big tunes on some of the other vehicles, and we didn't feel that this was really necessary for a car of this level. How refined they are out of the box, don't really need to go chucking big mods at it to get the same sort of performance. The 200 series were a good performer. The 300, what they bring to the tables, you know, it's the next level again in regards to how they drive. Obviously, with what Creative Conversions do, they do the full package. So you give them the standard car from new, you get a VX. There's no luxury car tax on that if you do the work pre-rego. They'll do the extension, the GVM upgrade, wheels, tyres, suspension. All that can be optioned through those guys. You can do 700mm or 800mm extension. That's the two sizes. Both those lengths of extension suit the same 1986 tray. If you go the 800mm extension, you'll get the front boxes. 700mm extension, we just do an infill panel because we just don't have enough room to tuck a toolbox in there. Still looks good, but you're not going to get that extra front storage. Jamie liked the front storage. We did the 750 extension on the 200 series. What we did with that, he loved the extra little bit of storage, had some straps in there and some other bits and pieces, a few tools and that. So doing the same again made sense for us. It's a pretty even split of customers going the 700 or the 800 as well. So we're not biased towards either. It's just really what you think is the best for you. Full time or wind off, again, that's another question a lot of customers ask us when it comes to these vehicles. If you've got a property, if you've got, you know, kids with bikes, motos, mountain bikes, stuff like that, yep, maybe a tray is the perfect option for you. It's going to give you, you know, that dual purpose, that functionality of a family car and a ute, as well as a tourer. If you said, look, it's just me and the wife traveling, a couple of little kids, we don't need, you know, we need space and we've got a camper trailer, caravan, whatever, then going a full-time setup might be more practical. You know, save some cost, but then just saves a little bit of weight. You probably pull 40 kilos out of weight, which is, you know, payload is key. Anything that you can save, if you're not going to use it, if you're never going to take the canopy off, there's no point buying a tray and jacks and sideboards. We won't, you know, we'd prefer not to sell you that. And then if you did want to spend the money, okay, let's look at a bigger wiring package or some color coding on the canopy, whether you paint the doors, you know, and then spec that with the tray. So you look at that car, you walk out at it, you're like, yep, that looks amazing, I love that car. Rather than, you know, oh, yep, I've got this tray and canopy, I'm never going to take the canopy off, I wish I got wiring. So we have a lot of customers nowadays like, yep, save it there, spend it there. Again, from a distance, it doesn't really matter. It's just what you think you need for a day-to-day use to get the best bang for buck. So performance-wise, in 100 zone now, obviously. Sounds good, goes good. Big car, gets moving pretty quickly. Great for overtaking. For what we want to do, like, yeah, I'm pretty pumped with it. I know Jimbo loves it. I don't get to drive it much. This is probably the first time I've driven it in a while. Yeah, it's a really nice car. Not cheap to build, but nothing is these days. So if you want a vehicle that's going to last, this is a great option for you, I reckon. With the Norwell tray on the back, we've got the Deluxe trays, we've got the Deluxe Plus trays and the Elite trays now for the 200, 300 series platform. Heaps of options there. Creative Conversions are the best in the game when it comes to the conversions. Obviously the cut, extend, fitting it off the vehicle, making it look like it's factory delivered from Toyota. That's the key part with any of these vehicles. Anyone could probably cut the car in half, but pulling it back together and making it look like it meant to be like that, that's the key. That's what for us, that's why we align ourselves with those guys, with the brands like that, with Creative, with Pro Touring, because the end result, it's spectacular. And then you know you've got that peace of mind wherever you are. If you're remote, touring, traveling, camping, fishing, the vehicle's not going to be the issue. The reason you're not catching fish is you don't have the right lures, or, you know, that's the things that you got to worry about. So yeah, hopefully this video gives you a bit more about why we built the 300, what's great about them. If you are looking down that path, it's definitely something to consider over, say, a 79 series. Yeah, any questions, drop a comment below. We'll get back to you, or give us a ring, 1300 382 899. Jump on our socials, check out Creative, check out Pro Touring, have a chat to those guys as well. More than happy to work with them on getting you a build on your car similar to this, so you can travel, tour, daily driver, work out of it. If you're a chippy and you need an awesome tow car, you can't beat this if you're towing a work trailer around. So yeah, cool guys, cheers.